Welcome back, everybody, to episode 5 of Calmerit's LP series. We ended up leaving off our last episode with doing a little bit of some strip mining, trying to find some diamonds. That way we could try and make some better gear. Also, to be able to make up some new tools. These iron picks aren't lasting very long, and same with our sword, and pretty much all around just not holding up to what we want them to be. We're back down here in our strip mine around level 12, level 13 roughly. So we're below our 16 mark for where diamonds are located. What I was figuring of doing is going to branch off, going in the west direction. Hopefully we'll have some luck with finding some. Don't plan on doing this for very too long. I know doing some strip mining does have its tendencies to get a little on the boring side, so I'm not going to bore you too much with that. Just kind of hoping to at least see if we can try our chances at it for a moment while we're doing our episode. Now, I had a few ideas of some of the things that I'd like to actually start working on. Back in episode 1, we ended up finding our very first mob spawner, actually not too far away from our main hut. So, what I figured what we could do is actually the stuff that we're actually getting from this strip mining. I'm kind of hoping that we might be able to turn around and be able to create some type of mob system. I know at the current moment there's not really much that can be done until I get a few more items built up. I could do the standard like mob elevator with the mob drop, but I'm not quite sure I want to go that direction. Now, in my other world, I do have a few ideas that I can use, but I'm not entirely sure how I want to go about it. I might want to go about the same direction or possibly a little bit differently. I was kind of hoping for a few other ideas. I have seen a few on YouTube that seem like fairly nice ideas, but I'm not sure if I want to go in the direction that a lot of people have gone. I did, once the 1.5 version ended up coming out, I did start to implement some of the hopper systems. So I was actually using that for a while for doing the collections and all that for stuff, just to make it a little bit easier, so that instead of having the whole standardized go collect it up and all that stuff, especially using a mob spawner, because of the simple fact that pretty much the only time they'll spawn is if you're near, so that makes it a little bit on the easier side. So if I'm gonna if I have a chance to kind of pick some stuff up, I figured I'd go in the route of making up some of the hoppers and just having it go into a collection area in that way, rather than having the whole go fight them and then also collect the items, which is also a nice factor. That way you can actually get experience and all that, which can be implemented at the same time. But I'm still trying to figure out exactly how I want to go about doing it. I haven't really come up with any further ideas other than the ones that I've currently used in other worlds. Um, Now, I did find back in our episode 4 a spider spawner, uh, partially hidden in a mountain cave. So I was really hoping to find a way to make a really nice mob system with that, because when it comes to spiders, it's a real finicky topic because of the simple fact that it's can be quite difficult to really situate uh, those just in the manner of not running the chances of them being able to hit you, but it's really difficult to really make a good precision version that would actually allow XP and all that, um, other than doing kind of like a burning system. But if you make the system too small, they can climb back up, which makes it kind of pointless unless you're using, if I'm not mistaken, it's either a 3x3 hole or a 4x4 hole. As long as, if I'm not mistaken, as long as it is out of their range, they can't climb up the wall. Which, in that factor, is kind of a bumming factor on that one, because it makes it a little bit harder to work around, because nowadays you really want to try and make a little bit smaller mob traps, because a lot of the times you don't want to go any further with trying to make them any bigger, because then you start lowering down what exactly you can do in the surrounding areas. So what I'd like to do is come up with a way to make it a little bit more efficient, make it a little bit smaller in size. That way we're not having any issues with any of them getting out of hand, or causing a problem with the farming aspect. It's just, you got to do it a particular way to where it's not going to be too much of a problem. Yep, must be near one of the sliming areas. Yep, I'm within the slime chunk, so it's either up above me or down below me. I'm gonna say it's above me, but can't be too sure at this current moment in time. Make a couple more torches up. Call that good. And also, just to kind of do a little sum up, I am gonna have episode 4 cut into 2 segments, due to the fact that during my recording, I managed to actually stop my recording and then restarted it back up without realizing it. So, it ended up getting cut into 2 segments, and all throughout the episode I ended up saying, oh, I'll see you back in episode 5, and I really didn't want to go back and redo it, because just for the simple fact that, for one, for all the stuff that was done within the episode, it'd be really pointless to go ahead and just completely redo it. I am really shocked that I haven't found any diamonds yet. Uh, let alone I gotta figure out exactly where the other my other line actually ends at, because I don't want to go too far. I don't want to make too big of an area. I did at one time think of actually starting the episode out for laying down some dynamite, but then I just came to the conclusion that if I do happen to find diamonds and they happen to be within the region of where my TNT is being laid, it will pose quite a big problem just due to the fact that, one, I don't want to lose any chances of diamonds. They're already hard enough to find as it is, and just taking it uh, and just running that chances by blowing it up, I really don't want to do that. So I decided to refrain from going ahead and doing that. But like I said, I figured what I was doing, what I would do is during this little ordeal of trying to strip mine and find some diamonds, which doesn't seem to be going too well. So probably what I'll do is I'll probably do a little bit more off camera, trying to see if I can't find any diamonds. Because I know strip mining can be a little bit of a bore to a lot of people, so we're just going to I'm gonna go to the very end of this, make a little incision to go back the other direction towards the other hole. That way I can have my end point for the moment. So what I'm gonna do is I'll go here. Let me find, it looks like I might have gone a little bit further. Oh, check that out. Doesn't get any better than that. So I'll go ahead and leave that as is. Ooh, looks like this needs to be a little bit lit up. So, and what I'll do is actually from here, as this episode is actually coming to an end, I'll just create a little bit of an ending point here. That way I know when I do the next line, I know where to stop. So hopefully while off camera I'll manage to actually find some more diamonds. And what I'm going to do is all of the stuff that I've been collecting up, I'm going to go ahead and smelt into some smooth stone. That way we can at least make somewhat of a nicer looking. I've been getting into the I might actually go in the route of doing stone brick instead. I do kind of prefer that particular block. I honestly think it looks a lot nicer than having either cobblestone or having some smooth stone, which is basically what I'm taking down. So I used to use that a lot, and then it got to the point where I want a little bit of a design going. So I actually started moving into using the stone brick for everything. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that as my block of preference. I'm still debating on whether or not I want to do a mob elevator. If you have any ideas, go ahead and submit them. I'll be looking forward to hearing your thoughts, and hopefully we can find a cooler way to do some mob systems. I do have some ideas, but I want to hear you guys' thoughts. So go ahead, post some comments. If you want, go ahead and post a video response. I'm reviewing those also. Hope to hear what you got to say. So until next time, in episode 6, I believe, we will go ahead and see what we've got, and I'll do a little work off camera and just see if we can collect up some diamonds. what I'll do is actually, instead of collecting them up, I'll probably just work around them. That way I can leave them open. That way uh, for the following episode, I can show you exactly how many diamonds I managed to find in the strip mine I'm making. Um, and hopefully we can work a little bit longer. So, until next time, have fun, play Minecraft, and you're good to go.